Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the Olight H1 Nova, their newest headlamp. Quite a nice little headlamp. So let's take a look. It comes in this very nice little pouch, which is kind of awesome, because one of the things I do like about this, if you take out all the guts, this is actually the perfect size if you want to turn it into like a small survival kit for like maybe a Leatherman or a folding knife, fire steel, water purification. There's definitely enough room in this little container aside from the headlamp to do that. So what we have is the actual light itself, the headband, pocket clip, and your documentation. And we'll pull this out real quick so you can see the modes and all that jazz. So as you can see, this is a 5 mode, which has your moonlight, a turbo that only lasts 3 minutes, and low, medium, high. So it's got a good range from between 500 and 2 lumens. Normal stuff as far as waterproofing, shockproofing, all that jazz. So we're going to pull this out of the way for a second. The headband is plastic style, so you can kind of adjust it how you want. The only issue I have with these is it being they can get brittle in the cold. So here's the headlamp itself. It uses the standard Olight interface, which is and the switch is actually on top. This is a 90-degree light. I'll press to turn on. Actually had it locked out, so I'll press to turn on. Hold to cycle through the modes. Double tap to turn it into turbo while it's on. Triple tap does an SOS. No strobe, just SOS, which that's kind of awesome. From the off position, holding will bring in a moonlight mode, and it memorizes any mode except for turbo, but turbo it memorizes for just a quick second. Another cool feature of this light, as you're going to see here, is when you turn it off and on, you notice there's a bit of a kind of a lag. It actually goes on and off slowly. So if you actually have this in a dark room, we'll kind of go to one of the higher modes, you can actually see it fades a little and it doesn't go on and off instantly, which is nice when you're in the dark because it does save your vision a little bit. Has some of the other standard Olight features, such as a lockout, which pretty much what you do is just hold the button in past moonlight, it'll blink, and then it's in lockout. Now for lockout, the button works as a pressure switch for moonlight, but you can't access any of the other modes. To turn it back off, hold it, it'll blink, and bam, you're back in between. You also have a mechanical lockout, which is to turn the battery compartment just ever so slightly, and you're locked out. That works, and we will show you real quick. Quality rise. This is built very well. You can see it's got loop threads. Battery goes in backwards in this one, just like the S1R and the S2. Magnetic tail cap. So what's so special about this guy? Oh yeah, it also takes a CR123 battery or rechargeable. Okay, so what is so special about this light? Number one, instead of the TIR reflector, it has this textured lens in there, which gives you a really nice, really soft beam. This is really good for close-up work. This makes a really good work light, really good for reading in your tent, reading at night, that sort of thing. It gives you a very soft light as opposed to having a hot spot and spill around it. So that is really cool. I do like that. I really think Olight is just doing a great job with these lately with using those kind of lenses as opposed to the traditional ones, because in reality these small flashlights I do tend to use more for close-up work, so I do like that. It doesn't get too hot when it runs. I actually ran this thing the full time on high with a 16340, and it did not get too hot to handle, which is good. Now where this thing is really awesome, not only is this just a cool headlamp, but it's a great work light. Because normally if you have a work light, you put it up in somewhere, you use that magnet to attach it, and then your light's pointing one direction. This you can actually put, and because of the 90-degree lens, it'll actually fit into tighter spaces, and is a little more useful when it comes to working on things such as plumbing or something like that. For example, if you are working on plumbing, you stick this on a pipe, you know, and the light goes in an opposite direction, it's really not helping you. This is something you can put it on the pipe, shine it upward, shine it downwards, gives you a little extra lighting in the area as opposed to away from it. So I think it's a little more versatile. Of course, as I mentioned, it does come with the headlamp, or the headband, which is pretty standard. It rotates up and down in it just using friction. So no problem there. One of the things I do like about this as well, which we're going to demonstrate real quick, is the pocket clip's actually pretty awesome. So it can go on here or here, so it goes on either way, which also allows you, and it's a really thick, stout pocket clip, guys. You can do quite a bit with this when it comes to hats. So one of the things I was kind of working on was putting it into the side of my hat and then turning it forward. And this actually works really good as a headlight. Now granted, my head's not in here and I can't show you my ugly beak, so it doesn't really show, but I actually walked around with this for pretty much an entire day, you know, as much as my wife was like, geez, just take that stupid thing off. It actually held very well, and this works very good like this as a cap light. You can do, you know, different things as well. If you're wearing just regular, you know, backwards, you can put it in there as well, but it does hold on very well. Pocket clips, very good. So it does have that capability. So that's a lot of what I like about this light, guys, is that it's very small. It uses the CR123. It's got a lot of power, a lot of versatility in the modes. It's got your moonlight, your beacon mode, and everything that you need. But at the same time, it's very useful. It's got the magnetic base, it's got the pocket clip, and the headlamp that really just gives it a lot more versatility than a lot of the lights you see on the market. And then being a 90-degree light as well, you know, you can put this and clip it into your front pocket facing outward while you're walking. You can clip it to a shirt pocket. You can clip it to the collar of your shirt. You can clip it to your belt loop. A lot of different ways you can clip this and still manage to get light in front of you. Your standard light, not as easy. If you put it in your belt, it's just going to point down. This can actually point out, you know, so you can really do quite a bit. You know, that's the thing I like about these 90-degree lights, is they are very versatile in the way you can use them. And this one just really ups it because you have so many options, which is really cool. Good construction, everything you expect from Olight. Very happy with this one. And another cool thing I did read is if you do own the S1R, you can actually exchange the rechargeable cap with this and make this into a rechargeable. So if you own two, you can convert the two between. But overall, guys, very happy with this. I think it's an absolute home run for Olight because it is, you know, it's a little on the expensive side, but overall, guys, this thing is very versatile, very just small, pocketable. You can carry it for EDC, you can carry it backpacking, survival kit. You know, you can even make your own survival kit, as I said, out of this. You know, you can easily put this in here. Sorry about the light, guys. It was cloudy when I started here. Now this light is screwing with everything. Alright, so like I said, you can throw a pocket knife in there. You can almost fit a phone in there. Not quite. Get that to focus in. Sorry, guys. That sunlight really snuck up on me. Let me see what other gear I got in my pockets. Of course, not much right now, but this is something really cool. You can put your keys in here. You can put, you know, if you're backpacking, you can put some wallet, your money, some credit cards, water purification tablets. It's big enough. This will fit a Leatherman sidekick. It'll fit quite a bit. So you can easily put, you know, a Bic lighter, a knife, and a multi-tool in here along with this flashlight and the headband. And there's plenty of room, and it makes for a really good car kit, survival kit, something with you to bring backpacking. A lot of cool things you can do with this. So there you go, guys, the Olight H1 Nova.